got squirrels in my pants. Hey BeauTube, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm back. It's been such a long time. I'm here with a quick video today teaching you guys what order I do my makeup in. If you want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. So we're gonna just jump right in, and the first step of my makeup routine, of course guys, is skin prep. Duh, that is the most important thing. Sometimes I go in with just a moisturizer, other times I do moisturizer and a primer, and sometimes I just do a primer. It depends on how I'm feeling that day and what look I'm going for. But majority of the time I try to make sure I use a moisturizer, even if I did it like a few hours before. I want to make sure my skin is as healthy as possible because that is the very first step to a nice clean makeup look. So you always want to make sure you have some type of skincare routine. Even if you don't wear makeup that often, skincare is such a huge, big, important part of clean makeup looks, of just nice, healthy looking skin. You always want to be glowy, you don't want to be dry or too greasy. What I've been loving lately for years actually is the Embryolisse moisturizer. I've been going over that with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer, and it works so good. It's so moisturizing, makes my complexion look so smooth once I start applying my makeup. And we're gonna go straight into brows. That is always my second step. While I'm letting my primer sit in, I always do brows first because that really frames the face. I usually go in with a brow pencil. Sometimes I do the brow gels and waxes, like the soap brow look. But right now I've plucked my eyebrows to where they're so thin doing all these Halloween makeup looks that there's not much there to really create that nice soap brow. So I've just been shading them in with my pencil, trying to make them look as natural as possible. I don't like to go too heavy-handed. And my favorite brow pencil right now is this Morphe brow pencil. It's I want to say like $6 to $8. Very cheap, very affordable, but it's a great product. And if you're a redhead or orange head, if you're a ginger, the perfect shade from their collection is almond. And after I do my brows, I go straight into eyeshadow. I always do eyeshadow first just in case there's any type of fallout. That way it can easily be cleaned up and we don't ruin a beautiful base. If you really want your eyeshadow to show and be pigmented, you always want to go in with a nice eyeshadow primer or concealer. Those will really help those colors stand out. You always want to do something, even if you do white, you want to do something lighter than your skin tone. That way the colors show up really, really nice. We're just gonna do something little cute and natural. I haven't been wearing eyeshadow too much lately. I've been doing just like a nice little eyeliner with a lash. I'm gonna go in with the orange vibes. It's giving fall, Halloween, my favorite time of year. I don't typically use orange shadows a lot, but I think I need to start, and not just because my hair is orange, but it really complements my blue eyes. I'm very big on color scheme. If you haven't noticed, I can't do anything, any outfits, any videos, any photos, any makeup looks without having a color palette. Again, this is just a natural look, nothing extravagant, because the main thing of this video is the steps of my makeup, not the makeup look. I will have plenty more videos of in-depth makeup looks, tutorials, hacks, all that good stuff. I just wanted to do a simple get ready with me type video for my first video back, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this liner. I have hooded eyes, so I like to do a little line just on the corner and go halfway. So I went ahead and put my eyelashes on off camera. We're about to move on to the next step. The next step, we are gonna be starting our base, and one of the first things I like to do is color correcting. I use a peach corrector under my eyes for those dark circles because I'm a mom, and yes, I have them. At 26 years old. I don't care. I am red also, so sometimes I go in with a yellow or a green depending on how I'm feeling. Most of the time I'm not too red, so I don't always color correct with the green or the yellow, but I always do the peach, and I underpaint. So I then go in with my concealer and put that everywhere that I want to be highlighted and brightened. And I go in with my cream contour. All these products that I use when I underpaint are cream or liquid. Trust the process, trust the process. I promise it's gonna look amazing afterward. And guys, do not copy me on the contouring areas because we might not have the same face shape. I have a round face. So now what we do is blend everything out. You can use a sponge to do this, but I typically use a brush when it comes to the contouring, and I do a circular motion. I'm gonna finish blending this off camera and come back. I'm gonna blend out the concealer. I use a sponge for the concealer. This is literally the most fun. I think I should start doing makeup ASMR. Drop some comments. Tell me what you think. Oh, I'm still recording. Haha. I thought I stopped. Okay, and now next step, to bring everything together, we do foundation. And I just use a brush and blend all of that stuff together. And I always take it down the neck. You want to make sure that your neck matches your face and your chest and all that. Some people's necks are darker than their face and body, and some people's are lighter. Mine happens to be lighter, and it's really irritating. But yeah, so this is really gonna bring this all together. You don't want to put too much foundation underneath your eyes because there's already product there. And honestly, I kind of do this a little sloppily just because I'm just trying to get the application on there. I don't really care if there's streaks because I always go over with the beauty blender to smooth everything out. Okay, so there is that. Now I just take my sponge and pounce it all over the face. You see how that tied together so beautifully? Now we're gonna go ahead and set all of this, and we're gonna finish up our under eye. So what I like to do first, get a powder puff and some loose setting powder. My favorite one right now is Fenty. And press that into my under eyes. You want to make sure you press and don't wipe. You don't want to drag your under eye. That is how you cause more wrinkles under there. Put some on the side of your nose too if you want to snatch that contour a little bit more. Press a little bit into the forehead, around my mouth, my smile lines, my nose. Just try to get a light set. I don't want to do too much with the powder. Me personally, I like to be a little glowy. I don't want to be too matte. Okay, and I'm gonna dust that out of the way. Then I take a pressed powder. My favorite is Charlotte Tilbury right now. I push that into my under eyes to really set that and brighten it up. And then I like to go over it with a brush. I always tap with my brushes. I never really swipe. It's just the thing I have with my face. I feel like it's gonna drag my face around, drag my skin around, and get me wrinkly earlier. Don't know if that's true, but that's just how I feel about it. Okay, so now that we are all set and out of the way with that, our next step, we're getting closer to the end, is I go in with a powder bronzer. My favorite right now is the Fenty Beauty powder bronzer, and I just go over basically the places where I contoured, but the places where the sun would hit you if you were to go outside and get tanned. I always want to add some extra color because that contour gets a little bit lost once you put that foundation over and set everything. But we definitely want to have that dimension to the face. Snatched. So yeah, like I said, and then I go in with this powder brush and blend that out. And like I said, I always press. You want to press the products into your skin. You don't really want to drag it around because then you're going to be having streaks, dragging product all over your face. You want to press it into the skin. So yeah, next almost last step. We have like 3 steps to go, guys. This video went by so fast. I'm gonna get a little peach blush and just pop that right on the apples of my cheeks. And, got a little color, perfect. So now I'm gonna go back to my under eye and we're gonna add some eyeliner in my waterline and some mascara. You can take a pencil eyeliner. I use a cream gel liner. Ooh. Don't do that one. So when I do a smoky eye, that's when it gets more details, because instead of just doing eyeliner in the waterline, I take a dark color and my transition shade and I smudge it all underneath on my lower lid, and then I do mascara. But this is just a natural look, so we just did the eyeliner, add a little bit of mascara. And guys, I've been having this sample for a few weeks now and I never used it because I always use the typical mascara that I use. But I really like this one. It is the MAC Stack mascara. I really like the brush. And it's really buildable. But the brush really gets into those lashes. Okay. All right, we are almost done. So we have our face done, our blush, everything is on. Oh no, our face is not done. We have to. So this is a key for me. I use a setting spray before I do my highlighter. Because it gets your face kind of damp. Then I always go in with my finger. I never use a blush for highlighter. Very rare. Let me not say never. Rare. I use a brush for highlighter because I can get more precise with my finger. I lightly tap on the high points, my bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, a little on my Cupid's bow, and go crazy on the forehead. Not for everybody though. I have a small forehead, so I like it to stand out more. You see how bold that is? So then I go in with my brush, blend it out some. You can use your finger too and just kind of dab it. But I like to take the brush because it blends it out a little bit better. And now, finally, last but most certainly not least, we're gonna do our lips. This is my favorite part. I am such a stickler about lips. You wanna have a sharp pencil to line your lips. And no, I do not overline my lips. I am not with that trend. I've tried it before. It just looked funny on me. I already have naturally full lips, so don't really need to do that. Okay, so I always outline my lip with a little bit darker of a color. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk when I'm doing my lips. And then I take a lighter shade, kind of close to a nude shade. This one's orange. And go in the center. And there it is, my last step. Lips are always last. Every time, lips are last. I don't care what kind of look it is. I do everything first and lips last. If you want something more in depth, I can definitely give that to you guys. Leave some comments down below. And this is the finished look. It's so pretty. It's natural. Of course, it's makeup. It's not like bare skin. It's makeup. There's some steps to it, but you can do this type of look in like 15 minutes or so if you really like get it down. But yeah, this is basically my everyday routine, the order that I do my makeup in. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, leave me some video ideas below. I'll see you guys next time.